Hey guys, welcome back. Every month I do a favourites video or a monthly review video where I go through and I talk about all the products I've loved each month. More often than not, they're newish kind of products that I have discovered throughout the month and use non-stop. Sometimes they're also sort of blasts from the past where they're products I've rediscovered and have sort of fell in love with again. But what I don't often talk about are a whole bunch of products that are amazing and products that I continue to repurchase over and over again. I often have a backup in the cupboard just in case one runs out. So these products, they just don't make it on my channel, and there's no reason why. They're all fantastic. It's just kind of like they're the unsung heroes of my face. Let's go through 10 of my, I guess, all-time faves, or I guess we'll call this video products I continue to repurchase. Let's get started. The first product I rarely talk about on my channel, other than sometimes referencing them when I talk about other products that are similar. So these are simple wipes. So I often talk about wipes not being quite as good as these ones. These ones here are the Kind to Skin cleansing ones. I also like the micellar ones. I don't prefer one over the other. I just tend to purchase, you know, whichever's cheaper or if there's one on special. These ones here often come in a 2-pack, so I will purchase these ones. I have a lot of difficulty with face wipes because I do have quite sensitive skin, particularly around my eyes and my mouth. These ones never leave me red or feeling irritated or break me out, so I continue to repurchase and repurchase and repurchase. A similar product that I just buy all the time and I've always got backups is the original, the OG micellar water. This is the Bioderma Sensibio H2O. It has been around for a very long time. I've been using it for a very long time. It's really only been the last few years it's been available here in Priceline, so I've been purchasing it from there. But before then, you had to either get a friend to bring you some from overseas, or you had to purchase it from an international website. So I'm so glad that we can now get this here. When I was overseas last year, you could get this in 2 and 3 packs, and it's a lot cheaper over there, obviously, but I don't care because we can get it here and I use it all the time. So I don't just use this to take off makeup, I also use it sometimes throughout the day just to freshen up my skin if I'm not wearing makeup. I've actually considered putting this in a pump and seeing, in a spray and seeing if that works, but I'd be afraid that I would do so and my makeup would dissolve. So it's just a lovely product and it doesn't irritate and it does the job. Another skincare item that you never hear about, but I use it all the time. So this is the Clinique facial scrub. This is not the 7-day scrub. This is the one that is a little bit more exfoliating. That one, the 7-day scrub, has less scrubby bits in it, and it's just thinner in texture. This one is quite thick and gritty in the best possible way. It really gets in there to get rid of dry skin and get rid of anything like the leftovers of blemishes and stuff. So this one I use all the time. It's not quite minty. It almost has like a menthol freshness to it. But yeah, love this one. Use it, buy it all the time. More skincare before we get on to makeup. Again, another product that I just repurchase all the time. I've been using this for a couple of years now, and it's a lovely serum. It's like a sort of milky fluid. It's not thick, it's quite thin, but it's not a gel or a watery one. It leaves the skin feeling so moisturized, and I use it in conjunction with a foundation, and it just leaves your skin so lovely. I don't use this in the summer every single day, but in winter I will use this every day. And just like all of Avent's product, it's very soothing. It doesn't break me out, it doesn't irritate the skin, it's just lovely. In terms of nails, the one thing that I purchase over and over and over again is this. It's Seshevit. It is a glossy top coat, also known as a glossy taco. It's a little toxic, so don't breathe it in too much, but this stuff gets on your nails. You put it on, it's very thick and gloopy. You put it on, you need to make sure you wrap your tip so that you don't get a gap, because it tends to shrink if you do. And it lasts a really long time, and it gives you almost like a gel-like finish, but it just dries so fast. So I can do this, and within 10 minutes, I can be using my nails as normal and not have to worry about dents, sheet marks, smudges, anything like that. This is a lifesaver. I buy mine from, I want to say, Crush Cosmetics, and I just buy them 2 or 3 at a time. Onto the makeup. The foundation that I always repurchase is this one. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Nothing else stays on my face throughout the summer like this thing. I have it in a few colours, or a few shades I should say, so I can mix them together and get my ideal shade from summer and winter. It is a little bit dry, particularly if you do have dry skin, it can be drying. Make sure you put some lovely moisturiser on underneath. Make sure particularly use an eye cream when you're using this, and it will look beautiful on you. The first primer I ever purchased was this one, and I still continue to purchase it all the time. This is very, very silicone-y. It is, it feels like almost pure silicone. It's got that real dimethicone kind of slippy feeling. You use just a little pea-sized amount, put it all over your face, and your makeup just goes on looking a lot smoother. I've been using this since, I remember first purchasing it from overseas when we first moved into this house. We've been here like 9-ish years, so I've been using it for years and years and years. It's never broken me out, it's never caused any problems. It's just one that I always go back to. Smashbox has done so many other primers in that last 9 years or whatever, and I do really like the pore minimizing one at the moment as well, but I just always go back to this one. For my brows, I have purchased so many of these little tubes. In fact, only recently I used up my last one in the old packaging. So I think I had gone ahead and bought a few different, like a few tubes at the same time and kept them in the drawer, and then they went and changed the packaging on them straight away after that. So I have been using the older tubes. It's exactly the same. They haven't changed the formula, they've just changed the packaging, but it's just a great product. It's this tiny little spoolie. It really gets in there and adds volume to your brows. I have a lot of brow hairs, but I have some spots which are a little bit they're not even, so this really helps to get them looking a little bit more even, and taming the brows and adding some volume and some colour, and I can't say anything bad about this. The Gimme Brow is life. As is this item, it's still in its package because I've got 2 on the go at the moment. This is the Master Precise from Maybelline. What do I say? This is a standard in most people's makeup drawer. It's a very, very fine tipped liquid eyeliner. It has a brush tip as opposed to a felt tip pen, so it lasts a little bit longer. It is very black, it lasts a good amount of time, it gets in there really nice and close to the lashes. There's just nothing bad you can say about this. There was talk a little while ago of them discontinuing this. I'm so glad that didn't happen, because I don't know, I think I would stockpile them if it did. And lucky last, the 10th item that I just continue to purchase. I use liters of this thing every year. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I use this in a few different ways. I will sometimes prime my skin with it underneath my real primer. I will use this as a finishing spray, or a setting spray I should say. I often use this in conjunction with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I will use this to foil my eyeshadow, like my shimmering eyeshadows, and make them more intense. I will use it throughout the day to try and get rid of any cakiness if that's starting to happen. I think I've got about 6 or 7 empty containers here to bring in and do the back to MAC thing. So it's just a great product, and they are coming out, I think, with the different scents again. They did this a few years ago, and I remember missing out on them because they came out here in Australia while I was overseas, and I went to Hawaii, and I thought, oh, that's okay, I'll just get them in Hawaii. And then when I was there, they had already finished. So I had missed it in Hawaii, and then I missed it in Australia. By the time I got back, they were gone. So I'm really pumped to try and, so I'm really excited to try those out. So there we are. There are 10 products that absolutely just fail safe to me. Again, I don't talk about them. I should talk about them because they're part of my life. I use them again and again and again, and I, buy another one as soon as one runs out. And I love them. And it's really important to have products in your artillery that you can rely on all the time. I would love to know, I guess, some of your fail-proof, always repurchasing products. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you buy, because I love trying these products out, and sometimes I find a new favorite, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, I don't know what she's talking about, because we all have such different tastes and things, don't we? So thank you so much for watching. As usual, thank you for coming and spending a little time with me. I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you're very, very well. I will see you next time. Bye.